Years ago, Pep Guardiola made a prediction that sounded more like poetry than analysis. He said that one day Vincent Kompany would return to Manchester City, not as a player, but as a manager. He didn't say maybe. He didn't say if things go well. He said it was written in the stars. At the time, it felt like a sentimental tribute to a legendary captain. Something you say out of respect.
He will be back sooner or later. So I think his destiny to become a manager of Man City is already written in the stars, at the stars, so it's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen.
Then reality hit. Kompany took over at Burnley and got relegated. And when Bayern Munich announced him as their new manager, people laughed. Sixth choice. They tried everyone else first. There's nothing in his CV that says Bayern. But fast forward to today, Kompany isn't just surviving, he's dominating, breaking records, destroying opponents, turning Bayern into the most terrifying team in Europe again. So how did a relegated manager become football's most feared tactician? To understand that, we have to go back to where Pep first saw it. When Pep arrived at Manchester City in 2016, he inherited a squad full of talent, but one player stood out immediately. Vincent Kompany, not just because he was captain, but because of how he thought. On the pitch, Kompany wasn't just defending, he was organizing, correcting positioning, adjusting tempo, constantly communicating. It wasn't leadership, it was management. Pep noticed something most people missed. Kompany wasn't reacting to the game, he was reading it in layers. Years later, Kompany revealed what playing under Pep actually gave him. Not just tactics, but a framework, a way to understand football, how space evolves, how timing changes everything, how one movement affects the entire structure. It wasn't coaching lessons, it was a curriculum, and Kompany absorbed all of it, every detail, every principle, every idea. Pep didn't just see a great defender, he saw a future manager already forming in real time. Pep said it publicly. Kompany would return to City as a manager. People smiled, sounded nice, but Pep doesn't make predictions out of emotion. He makes them based on patterns he had seen, how Kompany handled pressure, how he studied opponents, how he demanded standards, how he influenced teammates. This wasn't guesswork, it was diagnosis. So when Kompany left City in 2019, the story in Pep's mind wasn't ending, it was just beginning. When Kompany took over at Burnley FC in 2022, confusion spread across football. A City legend, dropping into the championship. Burnley were known for long balls, defensive blocks, survival football. Everything Kompany wasn't, but his response was simple. You're never too big for anything. And then, he changed everything. Within months, Burnley became unrecognizable. The long balls disappeared. In their place, possession football, high pressing, build up from the back. It looked like a Pep Guardiola team, playing at Turf Moor, and the results followed. 101 points. Championship title. Promotion at first attempt. But critics dismissed it. It's just the championship. Then came the Premier League, and reality hit again. Burnley were relegated. Most managers would have been finished. Relegation stains reputations. But something strange happened. Kompany's reputation improved because those who watched closely saw the truth. The system worked. The ideas were correct. The players simply weren't good enough. He had taken a limited squad and made them play elite football. That wasn't failure. That was evidence. Burnley wanted to keep him, but Europe was already watching. When Bayern Munich came calling, the reaction was predictable. Doubt, confusion, mockery. This was a club that had Julian Nagelsmann, Thomas Tuchel, and still weren't satisfied. Bayern weren't bad, but they weren't feared anymore. The aura was gone. And Kompany, he was supposed to fix that? From day one, Kompany made his intentions clear. No fear, no compromise, no control without aggression. This wasn't about managing games. It was about dominating them. And the transformation was immediate. If you love the beautiful game, stick with us. Subscribe and see all our future football videos. Bayern didn't just improve, they exploded. Goals flying in every game, defensive control, relentless pressing. They weren't playing to win, they were playing to overwhelm. Watch Bayern now, and you'll see something extreme. A 2-2-6 shape in possession. Center backs stepping into midfield. Fullbacks inverting. 6 attackers constantly occupying space. It's chaos for opponents, but it's controlled chaos. Every movement is calculated. Every overload is intentional. This is Kompany's philosophy at its peak. If we control the ball, we control everything. Great teams don't just win, they respond under pressure. Against Borussia Dortmund away, 1-0 down. Hostile crowd, momentum against them. Most teams settle. Bayern attacked harder, they turned it around, and won 3-2. Then in Europe, against Atalanta BC, they didn't just win, they destroyed them. A 2-leg demolition that sent a message. Bayern are back. Even against Paris Saint-Germain, they showed control, composure, and belief. This isn't form, this is identity. The critics haven't stopped. It's the Bundesliga. It's easier. It doesn't count. But here's the reality. Before Kompany, Bayern weren't dominating the Bundesliga. Now they are. Before Kompany, Europe didn't fear them. Now they do. Same league, same club, different mindset. What we're seeing now isn't a miracle, it's a confirmation. Pep saw it years ago. Kompany didn't just learn football, he understood it deeply. From Burnley to Bayern, the philosophy never changed, only the level did. And now, the football world is catching up. One day, Vincent Kompany might walk back into the Etihad, not as a legend, but as the manager of Manchester City. And when that happens, it won't feel surprising, because the signs were always there. Pep didn't guess. He recognized something rare. A player who saw the game differently. A leader who thought like a coach. A mind built for the biggest stage. Pep Guardiola was right, and now, everyone else can see it too. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe for more deep football breakdowns. We don't just cover what's happening, we explain why it's happening. Hit the like button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.